We interrupt our programming to bring you the following special report.
The Ryan Report.
Whatever opinion they had ain't gonna change nothing I'm doing.
What was the story he told? Because I was there.
It's time for the Ryan Report.
It's like Jay-Z, all eyes on us.
On the People Station, V103.
It is your Ryan Report right here on the People Station, V103, and it's being brought to you by your local Metro Atlanta Kia dealer. Visit atlkia.com. Discover Kia's full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. Got the new cadenza yesterday. I was out there at the Ed Royals location on Cobb Parkway, and when I drove up, one of the service dudes was like, "Man, you really is getting a cadenza." I was like, "Yeah, fool. I told you I was coming out here."
Oh,
so it's
nice,
styling and profiling.
Nice.
All right, let's start off. We'll start with Migos and Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sean Kingston said he didn't get jumped because he put the video up and said, "No, look at my face. I'm pretty. Do I look like a why do you die? You did all that."
Right.
Then he sits down with the news station in Las Vegas. Has a totally different, demeanor, and saying that yes, he was jumped, but he wasn't jumped. So it's a different type of jumping. I don't know. You ready? You ready for the audio?
I'm ready.
Here's Sean Kingston.
You feel me? You see my face. It was no beat down. It was none of that. Something in the video they didn't like. To everybody in Las Vegas, we love Las Vegas. You feel what I'm saying? And Sean Kingston is about unity, and Sean Kingston is about feel-good music and spreading love.
Wow.
Now, you said the Migos FaceTime and said, "Come outside, we miss you."
Right.
Bust stop.
I'm confused.
We miss you. Now, his friend, Bojack.
Yeah.
Bojack saw them jumping on Sean Kingston.
Right.
He pulls out a gun
Yes,
and lick a
fires.
shot. Pow, 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 pow. Lick a shot in the air. Now he's charged with several felonies, including carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. They talked to Bojack. Is it Bojack?
Yes.
Try to understand this.
It's no shooting at no, it ain't no at nobody. I ain't trying to do that with nobody.
We asked Dick Gregory to interpret, and he said,
Huh?
Play it again.
It's no shooting at no, it ain't no at nobody. I ain't trying to do that with nobody. Huh?
All right, man.
We don't get it.
Good luck, Bojack. You shoot. Haven't you seen what happens to people in Las Vegas?
Exactly.
Did you see what happened to OJ in Las Vegas? Did you not see what happened to Floyd Mayweather, who runs Las Vegas in Las Vegas? And you gonna shoot a gun in Las Vegas? What's wrong with you?
Huh?
Moving on to grand opening, grand closing. 2 weeks ago, Beyonce's performing at the Grammys and saying basically she's gonna perform at Coachella.
Right.
She's got 2 babies. They're now naming the babies Blueprint 1 and Blueprint 2. But
You're joking, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
But doctors are saying Coachella's off. That's 2 months from now. So what does that mean? Because she just performed at the Grammys, does that mean that this may be a difficult pregnancy?
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, it's twins, and twins are always difficult.
Okay.
So that could be the issue.
They're looking for a replacement for B. She said she'll be back to headline in 2018, which means she has some contract stuff going on. You can't bail. Unlike, have you heard this thing about Jeezy? That Jeezy was supposed to perform.
Yeah.
This guy suing him.
Yes, he's suing him.
He paid Jeezy a $30,000 deposit.
Yes.
For
and
$60,000.
didn't show up.
It's supposed to be $1,000 a minute.
Whoa.
A 60-minute show. The same day that Jeezy did like an album release party, he decides he doesn't want to perform. Now, this is all alleged. But the man said, "Please, Jeezy, please, I done sold 1,000 tickets. Please come. I'll give you $80,000. Jeezy said, "No, I'm not coming." The guy said, "Please, Jeezy, please. I'll even fly you on a private jet to Houston." And it still didn't happen. He's now asking for $100,000.
Okay, that's fair.
If it really happened that way.
If it really happened that way. Allegedly. All right, then. That don't sound like Jeezy, though.
Doesn't sound like him at all.
Yeah, because we've never heard of him not showing up at any of his events. So unless something was wrong.
They asked Jeezy where the money was.
You know what he said? At his auntie's house.
Under the yams.
Yes. Duh.
And
everybody knows that.
Congratulations. There is going to be a new addition to New Edition.
Yes.
Big Ron DeVoe and Shamari DeVoe announced they are preggo.
Congratulations.
It's in the air, man.
Yay.
Big Ron DeVoe. Shamari
Beyonce
DeVoe.
get pregnant. Everybody get. You know what I said that? I said, okay, Beyonce's pregnant. And now all the girls on Instagram are showing their bellies. like they're proud to be pregnant and the whole nine. So
Love
congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Big
hey,
Ron DeVoe,
Ron
a
DeVoe.
new addition to New Edition, man. Congratulations from the show, man.
Nice.
And Kandi and Porsha, they catch up with Kandi and LAX about the bombshell Real Housewives of Atlanta episode about this long-term lesbian relationship that Porsha accused Kandi of having. But then they talked about that church sermon. Do we have a little piece of the sermon or no? There's a church sermon where Porsha is like saying basically condemning gays, and now Kandi says you're wrong and you need to apologize to the LGBT community.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I mean, obviously I made it clear on the show. Then I would have let it go, but I hated the fact that she was like trying to like diss me to the other girls when she knew she had kissed me before, so I just felt like that was crazy.
Whoa. Now you need to be doing that scratching mess you was doing yesterday. What? Where? What you had to say? What did she just say?
She said she knew that she had kissed her.
So Kandi and Porsha have kissed, and Kandi said it. All right. Well, hey.
Let's get one of these J. Cole tickets, all
Go
right?
on, girl. Do you, girl?
741 WVE. I already told you on Find Out Winner up next. Hey, here's J. Cole and Deja Vu
Kandi
on a
said
Friday.
it.